Night photography in Iceland is mostly about northern lights. Hi guys. Night photography in Iceland is mostly about northern lights in the winter, in the dark. And you might see behind me an example of the northern lights. It's over there. So here you go. This is a part of the challenge that me and Arjan Wilmsen are doing. Photography challenges that we put ourselves up to do. And one of them is night photography. You have to be outside in the cold, in the dark. And it's really good to know your settings, how you're going to control your camera, how you're going to set your focus, and basically, know your camera in and out. You can have a light like this, which is good when you're walking around, just so you don't fall in a ditch. But while shooting, you're not using the light. So I'm gonna switch it off again. Actually, on my way home tonight from a short day tour, I saw that there was a gap in the clouds and the lights were coming through. They were active. So I stopped at the nearest exit and put out my camera and captured a few, well, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes of active lights just above where I was standing. And now now the sky is mostly closed again. But there's small gaps in the clouds that you can see them through. So when I'm photographing northern lights, I do that on my other camera. Just gonna get it in here. I photograph on my other camera where I have a 16-35mm lens. And my settings now are 1.6 seconds, f2.8 and ISO 1600. Sometimes you need to change it, get the ISO higher or the shutter speed longer or slower, up to maybe 5 seconds, depending on how strong the lights are or how the conditions are. The moon is up in the sky now, maybe just about half, and it is lighting the environment. You can see the snow is pretty bright, and it feels like maybe not like daylight, but it feels quite bright. You should dress warm. I have like probably four layers on, woolen sweaters and my pants and my snow boots, gloves and my hat, but I'm still cold, even though there's no wind. It is minus 10 degrees here Celsius, so it is pretty damn cold. So now I'm basically waiting for them to show up again, waiting for some gap opening in the clouds again and see what comes out of it. There's maybe something happening here behind us. I'm gonna turn around so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm next to a farm which is not far from Selfoss, where I live. And you can see there's a small opening in between the clouds. and green light is shining through, but most of the sky is clouded. It's even snowing a little bit, which doesn't come as a surprise. It has been snowing on and off all day, so I'm just hoping it will stay like that. If you see here what I'm looking at, there is a snow cloud coming in, or maybe it's not coming in this way, but there's snowfall down there. My batteries died. I had been shooting all day and I had a spare battery which was ready to be used. It is showing the importance of having a spare battery with you and keeping it in a warm place. It was in my bag in back of my truck, so that was okay. I could be shooting here for a few hours more if I wanted with that battery, but my other camera is probably at 30% now, so it's not going to be lasting all night. But as you can see here behind me, the lights are still active, and sometimes when you have the high activity like we did tonight, it can be lasting for hours, and sometimes you just have to call it quits. And I think I'm going to be heading back home now. I have loads of good photos, I hope, with the this small farm as a foreground. it was better than I expected because the clouds were pretty thick, and just half an hour before it had been snowing as I was driving home. But now it's a still night. There's no wind, minus 10 degrees. And the subject of this video is night photography, as you already knew. Thank you for watching this, and make sure you check out Arjan Wilmsen, what he is doing, and look at his video also. We have a nice playlist now with all the videos that we have been doing for the photography challenges. If you haven't seen the few that we have done before, go and check them out. Get yourself a nice cup of coffee or a beer or something, whatever you like. We are talking about the way we do things in photography. Maybe not like you do them or somebody else, but this is how we do it. Our experience, what we feel like works best for us and for the conditions we are shooting in. Yeah, I could be babbling on here all night, but I think this is it. I will see you in the next video, and bye-bye.